Happy guinea pig!
Hi, I'm Alyne. Welcome to my kitchen. And I'm trying something different today, y'all. I'm not doing a stir fry. I'm just sauteing some vegetables, but that's why the wok is here. I am making grilled shrimp with Parmesan black pepper grits and sauteed vegetables. Now, I've never made it like that before, but I'm going to try it, see if we like it. If we do, it might be something we eat more of. But in my bowl,
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
in my bowl here with the aluminum foil, I have my shrimp. I have not seasoned them yet. Keep them covered because we got kitties and don't want no accidents. Here I have some broccoli florets, some sliced mushrooms, some green onions. Here is my Parmesan cheese. I have my grits. And the only seasonings I am using today, I am using my oil for my saute. I'm using garlic powder, black pepper, and salt. And that is what I'm going to season my shrimp with and my vegetables with. So to get started, I'm going to do my vegetables first. Go ahead and get them cooked and sauteed and set aside so that I can cook my grits and my shrimp at the same time, because it's going to take about 7 minutes for my grits once the water is boiling, and it's going to take about 7 minutes for my shrimp once I get them cooking. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my back and mash that little button there.
Thank you, man.
Turn my, and I'm not going to cook these on high. Well, I might cook them on medium high. Um, Heat this up. But like I said, I'm not going to overly season because it don't need it. You let the food speak for itself. I said, let this come to get this warm. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and season my grits. My grits. Season my shrimp, y'all. My grits ain't even done yet. I'm trying to season them.
Here's my grits.
And if any of y'all know who said that, y'all as old as me, if not old. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and...
I think that was my favorite character.
I love her. Put a little bit of black pepper on these, and I am going to mix it up. Don't worry. Okay. You can tell my oil is getting a little bit hot there, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this down to medium, slightly over medium. And I'm going to get my mushrooms going. There's one more for you, Kitty. It'll take a minute or two for these mushrooms to do their thing. And yeah, we'll have to add a little bit more oil to that. Okay, there we go. Let those cook. And put a touch of garlic powder on these. Not a whole lot, just a touch. Then we're going to take and we're going to smush all them around. Get all the seasoning on all of them. Alright, I'll take it down for a minute. And I'm going to go wash my hands real quick. Be right back. I need one eye. Thank you.
Well,
I'm going to put my broccoli in here. Look at that. And I'm going to put the lid on this Let that steam that broccoli down, and I'm going to turn the heat down to about 3 on that.
You're going to experiment and try to get it like it was out back there.
I'm just going to let it cook down, and I'm going to start this back up, preheating. And yeah, y'all, it is a little smoky in here.
It gets like it.
Yeah, it does, unfortunately.
Well, maybe one day we'll have a better place with a good vent hood. We've got 10,000 CFM pulling it out to the outside.
That would be nice. I've got my vent hoods over there on my unit, but I don't use my unit as much anymore because I have to sit down to cook. Unfortunately for me.
10,000 CFM in a room that might be 1,000 translates into y'all.
All right. Now I got these seasons ready to go on my grill pan in the oven. Okay. Now I'm going to let these cook for a little bit, and I'll be back when I get ready to add the onion. Saute that in, because it's going to be a few minutes. All right. I'll let that set for a little bit. I'm going to add just a touch of water. Stir that. And let that steam for just a little bit, and that water soften that broccoli up. Well, that water done evaporated. That means I had it good and hot, huh?
That's right.
Okay. I've got it on medium low right now. We'll turn the temp back up. And let it cook for about another 2 minutes. And while that is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and get my shrimp going. So, my oven has preheated already.
How you gonna get it going? It ain't got no tail or legs anymore.
It's got tail like on the legs.
Or head.
Well, I can lay it on the grill.
You know me, I'm just being corny.
Okay. I'm going to try to put 6 on each griddle thing. There we go. I was going to wait and go ahead and put them on when I started my grits. But might as well go ahead and do them now since I've already got that hot. Not have to waste and worry about it.
You need to put grits. Gonna do them over here.
I'm going to do my grits right here in just a minute.
Okay.
There you go, Piggy.
I'll be there in a second.
That's fine. There we go. Got that one going too. Now, gotta add the green onions to this. And throw that away too, Piggy. Ooh, that's hot, guys. Put that there for just a minute. Oh. Now I'm not gonna put all the green onions in there. I had several. I'm just gonna put a few. There we go. The rest of these I'll put in the refrigerator. I have Piggy put in the refrigerator. plan on doing with this, putting the lid back on it, trapping that steam in there. There we go. I never did season them, did I, guys? I'm putting a little bit of salt, black pepper on this. Don't need a whole lot. Okay. Black pepper here, but that saute this. Alright. Now, set that there. Just a second. And now I'm going to bring the water to a boil for my grits. The reason I'm leaving that on there is just let that broccoli continue to get tender. Huh?
How's that off its own heat?
Yeah. Let it continue to with the steam.
Bowl there.
Yeah. That can be put in the refrigerator and you just leave that there for a minute. It'll take a minute or so. So I'll be back when the grits get ready to go in, where the shrimp comes out. It'll be about 3 minutes on the shrimp, so that'll be about right. All right. I was going to come back a little earlier, but the shrimp are done. The grits are almost done, and all I did with grits, I brought the water to a rolling boil. I added 1/4 of a cup of my grits to 1 cup of water. Now I'm fixing to add some black pepper to my grits. Go ahead and turn this off. I've let them cook for about 6 minutes. On the package it says 5 to 7 minutes. And when I brought it to a rolling boil and added the grits, I turned the heat and power down to low at its lowest setting and covered the grits and let them cook for that about 6 minutes. Now I've added the black pepper. I'm fixing to add some Parmesan cheese, and this is fresh grated Parmesan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I just added maybe about 1/4 of a cup, maybe 1/3, somewhere around that. I'm just going to stir it in. And that's basically what I've done right there, is I'm just stirring that into those hot grits, melting that Parmesan cheese. And I'm going to take a quick break, put all this together, get my area cleaned up, and we'll be taste testing this when I come back. All right, we're back. Got everything condensed down to 2 bowls. So we have the grits with the Parmesan cheese and black pepper.
All that mess for that bit.
We have the sauteed vegetables, and we have the grilled shrimp. And hopefully it's going to be good.
I have no doubt.
Okay. I'm going to stick things in there. And I'm going to move my shrimp out of the way a little bit, and I'm going to get down and get a bite of that grits and Parmesan black pepper to go with that sauteed veggies. Kind of mix them up together. Now, I only did 1 serving of grits, y'all, because it's just me and Piggy, and we eat about a half serving apiece with everything that's here. When I fix breakfast for us, I'll do 1 serving apiece for us. And that way we have about a half full bowl.
It's usually just the grits.
Yeah, grits with scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
That's what I normally fix. All right, there's the bite of grits and some of the veggie. Oh, yeah.
That gonna work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Mix all that together. I can definitely taste the black pepper. It got a real good flavor. I went a little bit heavy on that black pepper. Oh yeah. That bite had a little bit of everything. It had the onion and the mushroom and broccoli and grits. It was really good. Now to try the shrimp. Mmm.
Oh, scrubby things make light work if it's stuff on the grill rack.
Oh wow, yeah. I think Piggy's gonna like this.
I'm sure I will. I am a fat boy for no reason.
Well, yeah, simple, quick, easy, tasty, and it is. If you have it, once you have everything prepped, it is very simple. The longest it took to cook was the sauteed vegetables. That wait for the water to come to a boil on the grits. But for that, I just turned my water on high, as far as the eye on high, so the water will come to a boil quicker. And once it comes to a boil, it takes maybe 5 to 7 minutes at most for the grits to cook.
Like anything else, prep is 90% of the job.
And I cooked the shrimp for 7 minutes. Depending on, I mean, you could cook them for 8, but I think that 7 minute mark is right on the money, especially in there. And it turned out great. And just letting those vegetables sit to the side for the time the grits cook actually caused the broccoli to be a little bit softer. It allowed them to absorb the steam to finish cooking the broccoli, I guess I should say, instead of
Is it Outback level yet, or we still got to work on that?
I'll let you decide that. To me, they're just, well, at Outback I had plain broccoli. I didn't have anything with it. But it is just as tender, to me just as good because of all the flavors and stuff. So,
Not quite, almost.
not quite, but almost. Okay. That was some of the best broccoli I've ever had in my life. Without that. But yeah, I do want to thank y'all very much for watching. And yeah, this just goes to show you can always try different things. If you don't like Parmesan cheese, don't eat Parmesan cheese. If you don't like broccoli, don't do broccoli. You do you. Experiment. It's your kitchen, your rules.
And remember the old saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Yeah. Don't give up.
Failure does not mean you can't do it. It just means you got to think about what you can do to improve.
Yeah. It's like, my turnovers. And hopefully you watched that video on Monday. If you did, you'll understand what I'm talking about on that. We're talking about that because we talked about how I failed at my first attempt and then made the second one.
But in so doing, discovered what went wrong, so she tries to do it that way again, might have better results.
But actually, the way they turned out in Monday's video.
Well, with the pastry, they were great.
Yeah. So we're going to say thank you for watching. Hope y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all.